These Vegas odds makers have absolutely messed up, and I found my three best bets today on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy. Today, it's Friday, February 27th, and as always, I hop on these apps and give you guys my three best picks. We can find value up to 15 to 20%, so let's go lock these three picks in. Yesterday, a frustrating 0-1 day, guys. 2 days in a row, all my guys just end up not playing. The day before, Cade Cunningham's overcash. Yesterday, VJ Edgecombe under 24 PRA. Still, guys, Maxey balled out. Tyrese Maxey balled out. But the 76ers just scored 124 points. That was way over their projection. We'll take the L, still on a 9-5 run. The VIP, though, yesterday did cash this late, being profitable. Before we hop right into pick number one, and I want to get into this because these picks are crazy. Go smash the like. Just takes one click down there. Really do appreciate all the likes. If we get up to even 100 likes, we seem to be hitting that. You guys are the goats. It just takes one click. And while you're down there, go and subscribe. We make our best bets in the NBA every single day. You don't want to miss it. So go down there and watch these videos with me. Make sure you are subscribed. Pick number one. Let's go over here and search Mr. Jarrett Allen. What do we see from Jarrett Allen? 26.5 PRA, 14.5 points. Go over to Underdog Fantasy, and what do you see? 26.5 PRA, 15.5 points. There is a full 1 point difference. That means if you want the under, obviously better on Underdog. If you want the over, it is better on PrizePicks. Looking at Jarrett Allen over his last 5 games, 19.6 points per game. Way over this 14.5. The big thing that I think makes this has insane value is, guys, Donovan Mitchell is out in this game. He's not going to be playing. That is like 20 field goal attempts just not going to be shot by a player. That means more shots for Harden, more shots for Mobley, but especially more shots for Mr. Jarrett Allen. Even James Harden is day-to-day. I bet he will play, but if he doesn't play, this line could realistically skyrocket up to like 18.5. 14.5 is just insane. You can see he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games at 14.5. But guys, look, this game, only 15 points. If you play this at 15.5, you're not going to be as profitable because Jarrett Allen, like I said, has a full 1 point discrepancy. Go to NBA defense against position, go to center and look at points, and you see the Pistons actually are tough against centers. Give up the least amount of points per game just in general. Against the last 7, though, they have been softer down here to around like maybe the 11th least amount of points per game, but still, no doubt a tough matchup. But guys, Jarrett Allen, firstly, has been balling out, averaging 19 points per game. But secondly, he's actually hit this decently consistently against the Pistons just over his last 5 games. 20 cash, 8 under, 6 under, 15 cash, 17 cash. So he's hit this in 3 of his last 5, then under over here. He has these good games. Guys, in these games, he's playing like 25, 19, 31, 32 minutes. That's what I'm expecting, 32 or 31 minutes. But he can even hit this in 25 minutes. If we go over here and look at Jarrett Allen game log, just on the season recently, 32, 29, 29, 32 minutes. He's playing that 30 plus minutes. He's averaging 15 points per game this season. And guys, now Donovan Mitchell's out. There is so many more shot attempts. Jarrett Allen's a guy that can get to the free throw line, but especially he's going to shoot more shots in this game. In general, I want to look at these games where he did go under. Obviously, you do have, what's it called? Some of these games you do... I can't even speak right now. Some of these games you are seeing Mitchell there. Some games you might see Garland just because this was obviously before the trade. Even DeAndre Hunter was balling out. But guys, this game where, what did he score this game? Did he score 20 in this game? This game where he scored 20, you had Donovan Mitchell going out here and scoring 35 points, and Jarrett Allen still got his 113, not too crazy. The game before here where he went under, only 19 minutes, and Mitchell went out there and scored 38 points. There's going to be so much more opportunity for a guy like Jarrett Allen. 14.5 points is way too low for pick number 1. Pick number 2 is in the same game, and it has insane value. Before that, quickly, the common capper of yesterday, Kobe Blackman, 1949, called the Kobe White over 4.5 rebounds and assists. That cashed at 7. He had 6 assists, just assists. Guys, I shout out one comment capper every single day. I want the comment section to be a community where we can all post our bets. We can all celebrate wins together. If you guys see the video, you can not only find my picks, but you can find more bets in the comments. Drop a bet and maybe tomorrow you will be shouted out. Congratulations, Kobe. I'll pin you also in the top of the comment section. Thank you. Again, the comment capper of the day. Maybe you'll be chosen tomorrow. Comment a bet you like. Pick number 2. Let's find another pick with some good value. And if we go over here to Mr. Evan Mobley, what do we see? Evan Mobley here, 10.5 rebounds plus assists. Go over to PrizePicks and search up Evan Mobley, and what do you see? You don't see 10.5, you see 10. Again, that is a big difference. Over his last 5 games, been under this in actually 3 of his last 5. In only 2 games he's over, he's landing right on the hook. But guys, realize, like right here on PrizePicks, if you take and he lands on 10, you only push for on Underdog Fantasy much better at 10.5. Looking at his game log, why I really do like this, He's just not playing a lot of minutes. 24 minutes per game, 25 minutes, not minutes per game, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, 18 minutes. Mobley's normally a guy that gets 30 plus minutes, and just rebounding and assisting prop is such a line where you just need to go out there and play a lot of minutes. It's not really as much about how well you play, like it obviously is, but a good amount of it's just how many minutes you play. And if he's coming off games injured and he's only playing 25 minutes, there also is some blowout potential against Detroit just in general. I'm not too scared of it for Mobley, but if it does happen, not Mobley, I mean for Jarrett Allen, just because I think he'll crush his points, but it does happen that is going to hurt Evan Mobley's rebounds plus assists. If we go over to props, I wanted to show you this also. I forgot to show you for Jarrett Allen. If we go to his points, his over 15.5 points, guys, is a minus 130. 14.5 is some insane value. And if we go over to Evan Mobley in here, his rebounding assist line is basically even at the 9.5. If this went up to 10.5, compare odds, we're not even getting 10.5 anywhere. Basically, this line should not be at 10.5. It should be at 9.5. Against Detroit, against power forwards, rebounds, you do see them as a bottom 8 matchup. Against assists, they're more same thing, like bottom 8 matchup. And here it's a tough matchup against power forwards just in general. If we go to the last 7 games for power forwards, we do see Detroit even tougher, top 6. And then for assists, they're more middle of the pack. But again, guys, Mobley, this is going to be hard for him to hit when he's not playing that much minutes. If we go to look again with him against Detroit, guys, in 33 minutes, only 9 rebounds plus assists. Cash it here with 16, under at 10. But again, guys, remember, if you play this on PrizePicks and he lands on 10, you're only going to push. The other games, over, under. If you look at these games over like a 24-minute sample size instead of 35, he's been under this in like almost all of these games. Him playing this less minutes is obviously a tough matchup. There's some blow-up potential. I love smashing his under 10.5 rebounds and assists. My third pick might be my favorite. It has a ton of value as well. But before I hop into it, guys, every single day, if you're not on PrizePicks or Underdog, you're missing out on free money. They'll give you free props, and especially you're missing out on the line shop, and I do every single day. I show you where the value is on both these apps, so you can only be as profitable as me getting on both. PrizePicks with our code BROS, BROS, will add $50 instantly into your account. So say you're a new first-time depositor, put $10, will instantly turn into $60, $25 instantly turn into $75 once you play your first 5 with our code. Underdog will add $75, so $25 will instantly turn into $100. These apps also guarantee a new customer free pick on Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, use our code BROS. The top of your pick and page will have a free square, just a guaranteed winner. With the NBA playoffs coming up, the more apps you're on, the more profitable you are going to be, just simply based on the fact of the more free picks you can take. PrizePicks constantly runs these free picks. Every video I also talk about Sleeper because they have the best deposit match in the world. They'll give you guys a $20 bill, no deposit necessary. You can build this up to a couple hundred. In worst case scenario, if you lose it, you didn't even have to deposit. No other sportsbook, no other daily fantasy app gives you guys money without having to deposit. Our code BROS on there also gives you these free squares. It's a no-brainer. Play all the picks I play on these videos. Be as profitable as me on Underdog and PrizePicks with our code BROS, BROS. Help support the channel, but mainly we got this so you guys could make that extra money, find that value, and get those free squares as well. Pick number 3. Let's hop into a different game. 2 things I actually want to look with you. I've been getting a little bit of comments of how I find value, and I'll show you how I do that. One thing I do look at, just a small strategy, is just go to rebounds and assists and scroll through here. And a lot of times, guys, Underdog is going to butcher the payout to the over or the under. Like only going to give you, like, for example, here, like a 0.94 payout, or here a 0.88 payout, basically telling you that there's a better chance Paul Reed goes lower on his points. But a lot of times PrizePicks won't do that. So you can find value on PrizePicks. You can take picks for even money rather than getting butchered. And I want to show you what I do for that. So I go over here, James Harden, 11.5 rebounds and assists. James Harden, 11.5 rebounds and assists. Same thing. Karl Anthony Towns, 13.5 rebounds. You're kind of getting the same thing with Cat, 13.5 rebounds. If you go to Josh Hart, 11.5 rebounds, let's go over here, 12.5 rebounds. So you're just getting a different line there. Not really much value to be seen. Where I want to find is a pick where it's like 11.5 rebounds plus assists for Kevin Porter Jr. And then it gives me 11.5 rebounds plus assists for Kevin Porter Jr. I literally just spoke that right there. And we can look here. Basically, if Underdog is telling you, yeah, there's a good chance he goes over 11.5 rebounds and assists, and this is juice, maybe you want to go and take it at PrizePicks at even money. Going over to Kevin Porter Jr. in his last 3 games, 13, 14, 12. The one thing slightly scary about this is I know the Knicks are generally pretty tough against rebounds. That's the last 7 games. If you just go to 2025, the least amount of rebounds and a very low amount of assists. So I wouldn't say I necessarily love this pick, but that's just what I do. A pick I do love that's not currently on Underdog right now because the game hasn't released. Crap, they just lowered it 28.5 points. This was just at 29.5 points before I started recording. And I kind of did like that under 28.5. I wouldn't say I like it as much, just because if we go do Jaylen Brown versus Nets, and we look at this, he does have games landing right on 29 here, actually this season in 2025. A thing you do want to look at is just there's massive blowout potential in this game. As you know, the Nets are just a very bad team. I honestly still might lean to take this under at 28.5. I did like it at 28.9.5 just because we were getting that extra juice on there. And we can't really compare it to anything on Underdog just because the game is not out right now. But Jaylen Brown, over his last 5 games, has been under this in 4 of his last 5. With the Celtics right now, you have Pritchard, you have Derek White, you have Nikola Vucevic, you have Sam Hauser, you have Neemias Queta, all players that can go out and score. And in a game where there's just lots of blow-up potential, I think it is a good spot to fade Mr. Jaylen Brown. Go to NBA defense against position and go to shooting guards. You will see you do have Brooklyn Nets near the bottom, like bottom half of the league against shooting guards. Against point guards, which he's not really a point guard, they are bottom 4. So it's just a tough matchup in general against guards. And when we look at Jaylen Brown this season, even in a 46-minute game, still under this with 27. Did not mean to sort by that. I want to sort by date here. Under, barely hit the over, under. So it's been under this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit disappointed this line's lower, but I still think at 8.5 it is fine. Just because Jaylen Brown game log, if he goes out there and there's a blowout and he only plays like 28 minutes, I really just don't see a world he hits this. He's shooting a decent amount of shot attempts, but he can have these games 18, he can have these games 21. He's going to shoot normally around 20, and the free throws are pretty high, but I think with the blowout potential, with the tough matchup, it's a good spot to go out there and fade Mr. Jaylen Brown at the under 28.5 points for my pick number 3. Guys, I found crazy value on all these apps, and on the VIP, I send out 6 extra premium bets every single day. Yesterday, cashed out this lay. The day before that, cashed out this lay right here. Go on insane. I want to find it 5-1 runs, 6-0 runs. Every single day, we give out a lot of profitable picks, and I give out one of these picks for completely free, so it's a no-brainer. Everyone watching this, go join the VIP. It'll be linked down in there in the description on Winible. That's what it'll be called, Winible. Here's a free plan. Get 1 extra bet every single day. One of these 6 picks, these are always super duper profitable. So you're crazy if you not just take 1 minute of your day and just go claim one. But honestly, guys, the 7-day pass and the 30-day pass will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. One of these insane streaks. Every day we hit at least 1 lay, we're going to be profitable, because I found a great method, because Underdog pays a 3.5x lay for just a 2-man lay, which is crazy. So I send out 3 lays, 6 picks total every single day. We hit 1 of those a day and we are in the profit. And sometimes we can hit 2 or 3. It's just honestly a big group of guys, a big group chat, some girls in there, I guess, because they commented that saying stop saying boys. But guys, we all celebrate the wins together. We all are profitable together. I make this cheap so we can make a ton of money together and celebrate these wins. 6 premium bets on the Winnable link down there in the description. I've give you guys the 3 best bets today. Remember, get on PrizePicks, get on Underdog Fantasy, use our code BROS, BROS. It'll give you free money. It'll give you free picks. I'm feeling a 3-0 day. Really love these 3 picks. Let's go. Let's continue this win streak. Let's start a full sweep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.